What's going on, world? This is Jesse Boykins III, and you're watching All About Good Music TV. Keep it locked. I'm from a lot of places. I was born in Chicago. I was raised in Jamaica. I lived there until I was 10 years old. I moved to Miami, Florida, and I finished high school in Miami. Then I moved to New York City when I was 17. I've been living there ever since, so I've been there for like 9 years now. Almost a decade. It made me sound old, right? I've been in New York for a while, but yeah, I've been doing music for a really long time. Starting in Jamaica, I used to sneak into my cousin's lessons. Everybody had music lessons every Saturday, and I would go with them and just tag along. Like I'd be the little annoying cousin, and I would just sneak in the room and just sit down and just watch them practice piano or guitar or drums or whatever it was, tapping along and stuff. So I've always been a part of, music has always been a part of my life. When I really started getting into music was, I want to say, like really serious, and I knew I was going to do it for the rest of my life, was middle school. I was, I think, around 10 or 11 years old. I met my mentor, Miss Shanita Hunt. She pretty much put me onto, a lot of different styles of music, because at the time I was going to listen to gospel on the radio. She put me onto like songwriters like Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, great performers like Donny Hathaway. And then starting from there, I just really started getting into it. Like I would try out and do all the solos. I would always be the cat in the middle. I'm singing the solos for the Christmas choir. Yeah, doing it. I shut it down and I did all the solos. Same thing in high school. I was the one always auditioning, always staying after school to learn more about music theory and songwriting and composition and stuff like that. I started writing, I want to say, when I was like a sophomore in high school. I was about 13 or 14 years old. And I had my first notebook was this blue notebook. And I would just, I would sit in the cafeteria and just write. And then my friends would read it and be like, oh, can you write me a poem? Can you write me a poem for this girl? And I just write a little poem. Oh, I'm about to give it to her right now. So that like inspired me to keep writing, because I was like, if they feel my stuff enough to act like they wrote it, then I kept writing. And from then on, I picked up the guitar. I was in my senior year of high school and started playing a little bit. Nothing too serious though, just to get melodies in my head and whatnot out.
She was way too fine for me, but of course I did approach. I thought I'd break the ice a bit with maybe 2 or 3 notes. She was way too fly for me, so I tried to grow wings. Small laughs and big compliments will maybe stretch out some things. She was a Morris. I tried to give her a more than gorgeous, more than I'd ever seen. She was a Morris. I tried to give her a but she was way too much, more than I'd ever seen.
So yeah, when I moved to New York when I was 17, it was so fast, it was really rapid. Like the guidance counselor called me from the school, like, are you gonna come to new school? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come to new school. I was like, when I need to be there, there's like, oh, tomorrow. And I was like, all right. So I just packed up this little bag and a pillow and I got on the plane. And I was in New York the next day, and I was like, oh, crazy. So that was pretty much how I started. Then in school, I started training with Bilal. That was my voice teacher in college for 3 years, my sophomore, junior, senior year. And he's the one who really got me into artistry, and having a story and knowing that you had to connect with people, through music. And he basically showed me how powerful music was, because before it was me, I listened to it like, I know how it connects with me, but to make music that will connect with everybody is a great task, a great talent to have. And he pretty much taught me that, we would sit down and just listen to music, and he would be like, oh, how do you feel about that? Like, what do you think about that? And I was like, it's good. And he was like, nah, I need more. Like, tell me, like, okay, well, I like the way the bass line sounds right there. I like how the drums come in about 2 minutes later in the song. I like the string arrangement. And that's how I started looking deep into music and sound composition. I went back and listened to all the songwriters I listened to in middle school, and it wasn't just the lyrics anymore. It was like everything. It was like the emotion. I felt it, And that's when I realized that I could do it, because I understood it. as an artist, like that's the hardest question to ask. Like a true artist, how you describe your sound? Because I feel like, you know, when you're an artist, what you do is you take in your influences and your experiences and you document it. So, I mean, I definitely have a strong soul. Like I get a lot of inspiration from soul music, you know, like of course Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, you know, and even cats around, you know, D'Angelo, Bilal, Eric Roberson. Like I listen to those cats, you know, but I like Little Dragon, you know. I like The Bird and the Bee. I like listening to instrumentalists. I like Miles Davis. I like, you know, John Coltrane. I just take from anything that makes me feel good in the time that I'm in, and I apply it to my melody, you know. Right now, I would probably say my music is more so like a world soul sound. It's more appealing to not just only the soul scene, not just only, you know, the person in the room lighting incense and stuff, but it's appealing to everyone, you know. Like, and that's what I feel like people are afraid of to do, like break up genres, barriers. Like there shouldn't be a barrier, you know, and that's what I try to create in my music now. And that's like the wave that I'm on. So I really couldn't necessarily find a word for it, but I couldn't put a tag on it. But I was thinking the other day, and I was like, probably like three weeks ago, really fresh, and I was like, everything is soul music. Anything that has emotion coming out of it, and anything that people connect with is soul music. You know, not just only black music. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I listen to something and I feel whatever it is that artist is saying, then that's soulful. You know, it's soul. Exactly. That's what soul is, emotions. So, and I was thinking like, I mean, a lot of my music is really the new music that I'm coming out with on Love Apparatus. It's really appealing to every ear, you know. And there's still soul elements of it. There's still rolls and guitar and live drums on my songs. You know, it's just another added addition of a level to it now. You know? As far as like the synth sounds, and, the drum percussions, and the rhythms and whatnot. So yeah, the actual, I could tell you, like the actual title, Love Apparatus, comes from. I don't know. I was in a like dopamine. I was in a position where it's like that's like a heartbroken. Like I was heartbroken. So dopamine, you know, it's the title of it. Beauty Creative. I was in a position where I was just inspired by everything that I saw. Love Apparatus is definitely a little bit more in depth. It's I would definitely say it's sort of like, it's like, you know, when you come to realization with like your surroundings, it's like that transition basically, you know. And you know, like sometimes you wake up and you're like, damn, I gotta go to work, you know. And then sometimes you wake up like, oh God, this is amazing, you know. And that's what it is. Like every day you wake up, it should be, this is amazing, you know. And I feel like that's what I tried to do with the songwriting and what I, you know, my topics and what I covered in Love Apparatus, you know, is to give you a tool to feel good, you know, at the same time, in every level, like when you're going to sleep, when you wake up, when you're at the job working, when you're working on the exercise room, like whatever you're doing, like, you know, this is an aid to help you feel love or feel loved. And that was the inspiration for the album. And what the songwriting is it's so evolved, like compared to Beauty Creative and Dopamine, because I'm 25 now, you know, and I wrote Beauty Creative when I was 22. I mean, it's a couple songs from Love Apparatus are old, like when I was 23 and 24, but that was around the time when, you know, I started realizing and started observing more and started traveling more and experiencing more things. And that's how a lot of the songs came about. Like I have a song called Grayscale, and it's about, it's like, the perfect example I always use is, you know how you have a friend and they say, I really don't like Chinese people, like they get on my nerves. Are you hungry? Let's go eat Chinese food. You know, I have friends that say that, and I'm looking at them like, you need Chinese food, like you like Chinese food, but you don't like the culture it comes from? No, like, you know, like, so the song is basically saying that every shade is pretty much gray, the grayscale, you know, everything is the same, that's all it is, you know. And a line from the song is, blinded by the tone of you, I feel the truth is known, the earth is braille, I sense you're frail, so I need to hold on. So like, it's just saying like, you know, it's a community, you know, it's not just this and this and this and this, it's everything is connected, you know.
Always there to keep my body warm, locked in a room, baby, safe from harm. Now shine for me, shine for me, shine for me, baby, shine for me. Skin like heat straight from the sun. We on the way, baby, here it comes. Shine for me, shine for me, shine, 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 shine.
it's like exactly what I was saying. You know, as far as the whole connection thing goes, is you know how when you go out, I don't know, it was so much simpler when you were younger. Like you would go to a party, you would see somebody and dance with them, and you would dance the night away, and you'd be like, you know, thank you for the night, and then you would go off on your business. But like, you know, as you get older, it's like women have that guard up, you know. And I write a lot about that because I experienced that, and a lot of my friends do. You know, it's like, and it's really funny because women outnumber us. So, like, I think the ratio is like 8 to 1 in the world or something like that. Yeah. So I don't. So I feel as if a woman's attitude should be a little different if you know, it's not a lot of us in this world. Like, it's not a lot of good ones, you know. So a song like Before the Night's Through is basically saying like, I'm gonna acknowledge you if you acknowledge me, and if you like, if we feel something from there, then why not dance? Only dance for that's all it is, you know. Like, it's just like, I just get really frustrated. You know how like you go somewhere and you just watch how people just are just judgmental and disrespectful, and it's really not that serious. Like, why did you come to the party if you didn't come to dance? What did you come to do? Tell everybody no? You know? So that's basically what the song is. It's like a push. Like, before the night is through, like, I'm gonna be your rhythm for the night. Like, I will lead you on the dance floor. There's like, you can go to my website, jbiiimusic.com. You can find me on iTunes. I'm on Amazon, CD Baby, CD Freedom, everything. Rhapsody, wherever you buy digital music from, you can probably find my music there. On Twitter, it's twitter.com/JB3music. I'm on Facebook. Just search my name, I pop up. I'm probably like 4 or 5, like 5 different groups and stuff like that. Yeah, just Google me and I'll probably pop up. Shout out to All About Good Music. For real, great questions. Thank you so very much for having me. Really appreciate it. And I like this. It's on the record. You know, my 7 inches out right now. So I just feel good about myself. You know, Before the Night's Through. Make sure you get the single Before the Night's Through on iTunes. Keep, you know,